Go. That kind of gives you an idea of what it does. It brings it right over to us. Mm-hmm. Now, if you guys hold on to your hard hats and look straight up at this crack here, that is another one of those veins that they were following. And they were following it all the way up to where that plank is up there. Now, in 1961, the price of gold was only $35. And again, for the most part, the whole district stopped mining because it really wasn't worth mining for gold. The process to extract it out cost more than the gold itself was worth. In 1890, when they first discovered gold up here, it was only $20.67 an ounce. So it didn't really move that much. But today, it's about $1,200, give or take. And we would absolutely love to come down here and mine, but due to government regulations, we're not able to do that right now.
Stories underground. Walking tunnels, looking for gold. Sorry.
Every once in a while, they would take core samples out of the sides of the rocks. They would have those analyzed, and if there was any kind of gold in them, that's the direction they would start blasting. And that's called a drift. And you'll see one of those down where that light is off to the right. That drift goes way back there. When they ran out of the gold, they just came back out into the crosscut and kept moving their way to whichever direction they thought the gold would be in. Now, I have to tell you this for a reason. When this is in motion, do not stand up. Do not reach your hands out, because this stuff is really sharp and it could cut you up pretty good. The reason I have to tell you that is because we have had somebody who stood up while this was in motion, and it was absolutely hilarious. But don't do it, guys. We'll get going here. I know at least one of you guys was wondering this. Where did they go to the bathroom? What they would do is blow a hole into the side of the wall there. They would put a crude makeshift door over the front of it, and that would be their bathroom. Now, if you look down on the ground there and see those empty dynamite boxes, those were converted into what we call honey pots, or toilets. Now, remember the poor kids making 50 cents a day?
Oh, no.
At the end of the day, they had to clean those out.
I do want another quarter.
Now, if we were to go all the way down where the bathroom was and just kept going that way, that would eventually take us to a mine called the Black Diamond Mine. The Black Diamond Mine in some spots was producing up to 1,400 ounces of gold per ton. There were other spots in the area, in the district, where they were hitting hot spots of up to 4,000 ounces of gold per ton.
Oh my God.
Just 2 of those tons would be enough for me to buy an island.
Wow.
And I would never have to talk to anybody ever again. Except you folks, I like you, but Facebook or something like that. That's a sharp
Yeah.
one. Now, this area that we're in right now, this is called a junction. This is a blacksmith shop or a tool room. So if a miner needed a tool somewhere down the road, he would send the nipper down here, and chances are they had him stockpiled pretty good. So he could just grab what he needed and then run back to the miner. If they didn't have something here, if the miner needed a particular type of tool, the blacksmith would have to make it for him right here. Come on down. Come on down. Now, when they first started giving tours here, they gave it on the 7th level above us. This is the 10th level. Now, if you could imagine being on a tour while they were still using dynamite and mining down here, I think that would be awesome.
Wow.
They won't let us do it though for some reason. Now, when the tour finally came down here, they went straight through this crosscut, all the way back to the skip, and then from there, the tour was over. You go back to the surface. The mid-70s, they decided to make the tour a little bit larger for the folks. So they started blasting through here. Now, before they did that, you can imagine since the late 1800s, hundreds of miners were walking through here every day, not knowing that within 15 feet of where they were walking was a large gold vein. Now, when they discovered that, it made nationwide headline news. In fact, Dan Rather reported on that. Gold discovered in Cripple Creek once again. But again, the problem was that gold didn't really raise in value that much, so they just left it there. Now again, if I were to be left alone down here by myself, that's probably one of the ones I would start picking at. Let me get everybody to step back away from the tram. I'm going to go ahead and send it back. My boss said I can do whatever I want on my last leg here. Follow me up there.
There it goes.